Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. Google stealing biometric data. Come on, Google. Why you stealing data? Let's get it. Google sued over biometric data collection without consent. Google just doing what they want to do, man. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has sued Google for allegedly connecting user biometric data belonging to millions of Texans without proper consent. Texas just suing, right? But Google's taking data across the United States and really across the globe. The Texas AG says Google allegedly used products and services like Google Photos, Google Assistants, Nest Hub Max to collect a vast array of biometric data, including voice prints and records of face geometric since 2015. Geometry. This will be a violation of the state's Biometric Privacy Act, aka the Capture Use of Biometric Identifier Act, which require companies to get requests of the user's consent when collecting their biometric identifier, a retina, iris scan, fingerprint, voice print, record of hand, or face geometry. For more than a decade, Texas has prohibited companies from capturing Texas biometric data, including the unique characteristics of individual face and voice, without their informed or advanced consent. The petition reads, in a blatant defiance of the law, Google has since 2015 collected biometric data from innumerable Texans using their face and their voice to serve as Google commercial ends. The streams of lawsuits targeting Google privacy violations and more. Paxton has filed other lawsuits against Google for invading Texans' privacy while using its products and service. For instance, in January 2022, the Texas AG sued Google for violating the Texas Deceptive Trade Practice and Consumer Protection Act. Less than a week later, Paxton filed another lawsuit over Google allegedly deceptive tracking of user location without their consent and use of location data for targeted ads. Yeah, if you drive around or you go to certain stores or certain areas or buy certain restaurants, right? Google starts hitting you with the ads, reduced price, come now ads, right? So that's one way Google, makes $1 billion with those ads because they're very effective. Google indiscriminately collects use of personal information of Texans, including very sensitive information like biometric identifiers, will not be tolerated. I will continue to fight big tech to ensure their privacy and security concern of all Texans. So once again, Texas is getting strict. Cali is usually the strictest, but shout out to Texas for pushing back on that. The Australian Competition Consumer Commission fined Google $60 million in August for misleading Australian Android users regarding collection and using their data for almost 2 years between January 2017 and December 2018. In January, France's National Commission on Informatics and Liberty also fined Google $170 million, making it difficult to reject tracking cookies by hiding the option behind multiple clicks, an infringement on the freedom of consent of the internet users. Once again, Europe is really strict on privacy. So previously, Google was fined $2.72 billion for abusing a dominant market position to tweak search results, $1.7 billion for anti-competitive practice in online advertising. I think that's Canadian. $220 million for favoring its services to the disadvantage of its competition, and $11.3 million for aggressive data collection. So once again, we know Google and most big tech companies, man, they're just stepping on your privacy. So once again, Google taking and stealing your biometric data and just basically stealing your information. Professor Black Ops, please subscribe.